gallery walk, let me discuss what procedures we need to follow. The rules of a gallery walk is that you need to do it silently. This is independent work. We have 3 exhibits around. The exhibits are going to be on ancient Roman achievements. You're going to go to each exhibit. The first exhibit is law and order in Roman achievements. The second exhibit is number 2, architecture. And the third exhibit is number 3, infrastructure. What you're going to do as you're walking around in your groups that I already assigned to you is that you're going to take your graphic organizer that I gave out to you, and what you have on it and what you see is 3 columns that you're going to do. The first column says, let's look at your graphic organizer. What do I see? Underneath, it says questions. What questions are you going to have about what you're observing during your exhibit in the museum? Next, what you're going to do is fill out the column that says, what can I infer? In order to do that, you need to take the ones and the questions, put them together, and come up with your inference. So, for example, if I'm walking over to exhibit number 1, where it says law and order, I'm going to fill out my graphic organizer. What do I see? I'm looking at the images. My observation tells me that I see men gathered in a circle. What would be one question that I have about this? All the images that I'm looking at? Why are all the men dressed the same? Now, taking those 2, what I just observed, and the question that I came up with, my inference would be perhaps it is some type of meeting. Now, this is what you want to do for each exhibit that you go to. You're going to have a certain amount of time, maybe 3 to 4 minutes to observe and write down and fill out your graphic organizer. After we're done and I say, okay, group switch, what you're going to do is you're going to rotate to the left and go to the next exhibit. So I already assigned you your group numbers. So when we start out and I say begin, group 1 will go to exhibit 1, group 2 to exhibit 2, and group 3 to exhibit 3. And what we're doing today is we're gathering and interpreting evidence to make inferences about Roman achievements. What were the lasting effects of the Roman achievements? How do we see them today? What were their effects? All right, so we're going to take a few minutes. Does anyone have any questions about what we're doing? Yes? Can you have a pen? Yes, absolutely. There's mine. I have another one here. Anybody else? Jada? Yes, you can have the sheets. Everybody else have all their supplies that they need? Yes. Okay, so when I say begin, remember this is a silent gallery walk. You're going to do it independently. You're going to observe the images. You're going to write down any questions that you have, and then you're going to make your inferences. When we're done going to each exhibit, we're going to come back in our groups and we're going to discuss what we have seen, observed, and what our inferences are, and what the achievements that ancient Rome has left us. All right, so let's begin group number 1. Please go to exhibit number 1. Group number 1. Make sure you're looking at having achievements and things. Remember, this is a silent gallery walk. Remember your latest achievements that we still use today. Okay, if you're done with your exhibit, you can rotate to the left and move on to the next one. So people on exhibit 1 are going to 2. People on exhibit number 2 are going to exhibit number 3.